Have you ever felt that your stomach knows things before your mind does? When you're anxious, it tightens. When you're excited, it flutters. When you feel safe, it softens. Most people ignore that quiet language, but in truth, the stomach is one of the most powerful centers of emotion, energy, and intimacy in the human body. Today, I want to take you on a journey that's going to change how you look at the female body, especially the stomach. First, I want to reveal 5 hidden secrets that aren't just about digestion or fitness, but about desire, connection, confidence, and intimacy. The stomach is not just a soft surface that responds to touch. It's a command center for hormones, emotions, nerve pathways, and deep circulation that feeds the entire pelvic and sensual system. When it's tense or ignored, it sends a message of stress and withdrawal. But when it's calm, warm, and open, it creates a chain reaction, one that softens the nervous system, opens the heart, and heightens intimate energy. Here's the first secret. Your stomach is directly connected to your brain through the vagus nerve, a powerful communication line that carries emotional and sensory signals. When your gut is relaxed and healthy, the brain receives messages of safety, pleasure, and trust. These messages lower stress hormones and increase oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine, the very same chemicals responsible for emotional bonding, desire, and joy. When the gut is inflamed or tense, those messages change. Instead of safety, your brain receives warning signals. The body shifts into defense mode. Blood flow is pulled away from sensual tissues and redirected towards survival functions. That's why chronic stress, bloating, and poor gut health are often silent barriers to intimacy. It's not about not wanting connection. It's about the body not feeling safe enough to allow it. The second secret is about circulation. The arteries that feed the stomach also nourish the pelvic floor and the intimate zones of the body. When those arteries are open and blood flows freely, warmth and sensitivity increase. When blood flow is restricted, whether from poor posture, stress, or long hours of sitting, arousal becomes slower, sensation duller, and desire less alive. The most natural way to unlock this circulation is through deep belly breathing. When you breathe shallowly, the diaphragm hardly moves. But when you inhale deeply into your stomach, the diaphragm lowers, gently massaging your organs and stimulating blood flow. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2, then exhale slowly for 6. Do this for just a few minutes a day, and you'll start to feel a subtle warmth in your lower belly. That warmth is life returning to the center of your body. The third secret is about core muscles. Not the kind that make six-packs, but the kind that hold emotional strength. The stomach is the anchor of the body. When the core is weak or tense, posture collapses, breathing shallows, and your emotional presence fades. But when it's strong and flexible, everything changes. The spine lengthens, shoulders open, breathing deepens. When you feel safe, you feel powerful. You feel connected. Place your hand gently over your lower stomach. You inhale deep. As you exhale, draw your navel slightly inward, activating the deep abdominal muscles. This subtle movement reconnects your mind to your body. You'll notice how your posture shifts, how your energy feels more grounded, more alive. In intimacy, posture isn't just physical. It's a silent language. A strong, open stance whispers safety. It invites connection without words. The fourth secret lies in hormones. About 70% of the enzymes that process estrogen live in the digestive tract. That means your gut plays a direct role in hormonal balance, and hormonal balance shapes everything from mood to energy to desire. When your gut is healthy, estrogen stays in harmony, supporting a steady, natural rhythm of desire and warmth. But when the gut is imbalanced, hormones swing like a pendulum. Too much leads to bloating, irritability, and fatigue. Too little leads to dryness, low libido, and sleep issues. The fifth secret is emotional safety. The stomach is your emotional radar. It's the first place to react when something feels off, and the first place to relax when you feel loved. When the stomach is tight, the vagus nerve tells your brain something's wrong. When the stomach softens, it tells your brain you're safe. This single physical response can determine whether the body allows intimacy or retreats from it. This is why gentle touch, warm breathing, or soft abdominal massage can have such a powerful effect on emotional closeness. It's not just relaxing the body, it's rewiring the nervous system to associate intimacy with safety, not tension. But here's where these 5 secrets connect with something even more powerful: the body's reflex systems. For men, we often talk about the importance of blood flow and nerve stimulation for performance. But in women, that same principle applies, just in a subtler and deeper way. The stomach is an access point, a doorway to the parasympathetic nervous system. When stimulated gently and intentionally, it activates a cascade of reflexes that enhance sensitivity throughout the pelvic region. This isn't about intense pressure, it's about consistency, breath, and emotional intention. Gentle circular massage around the navel, soft pressure along the lower abdomen, and synchronized breathing can awaken long dormant pathways. This practice increases oxygenation, relaxes fascia, and enhances nerve signaling between the gut and the pelvic floor. Over time, the stomach becomes less of a wall and more of a bridge, a warm, inviting center rather than a tense barrier. And this matters deeply because sensuality isn't just a mental experience, it's a whole body conversation. When the stomach is tight, the message it sends is protect. When the stomach is soft, the message it sends is trust. Let your belly rise. Hold the breath for 2 seconds, then exhale slowly for 6 seconds, allowing your stomach to soften completely. Do this for 10 breaths. Next, massage the area gently in slow, clockwise circles. This not only supports digestion, but also retrains your nervous system to associate your stomach with safety and warmth. Over time, your body begins to remember that softness. During meals, eat slowly, chew thoroughly, feel the texture of your food. This simple awareness keeps the vagus nerve active and calms your nervous system. In the evening, a warm compress or a few minutes of gentle touch across the abdomen can release layers of stored tension. When this becomes part of your daily rhythm, your stomach stops being just a physical space. It becomes a living center of emotional intelligence, hormonal flow, and sensual energy. And let's be honest, intimacy is never just about the physical, it's about presence, it's about trust, it's about how safe and alive you feel in your own skin. When your stomach is relaxed, your breath deep, your posture open, and your hormones balanced, intimacy becomes effortless. The body doesn't need to be convinced, it simply allows. This is something many couples misunderstand. They try to fix emotional disconnection through effort, performance, or external change. But true connection begins inside the body. The stomach must feel safe before the heart can open fully. A tense core can't fake trust, but a soft, living center can transform even the simplest touch into something deeply bonding. There's also a subtle truth here. The same abdominal region that holds emotional tension also holds pleasure potential. Gentle pressure, slow strokes, warm breathing against the skin, these awaken pathways that the brain often forgets exist. When 2 partners breathe together, with hands resting on the stomach, they're not just breathing, they're synchronizing nervous systems. They're building trust without words. This is where intimacy grows roots. And for women in particular, the stomach carries stories. Every stress, every heartbreak, every unspoken fear has a way of landing here. That's why the path to deeper intimacy often isn't adding something new, but releasing something old. This isn't about appearance. It's not about how flat or toned the stomach looks. It's about how safe it feels to live inside that space. When the stomach is nourished with real food, calm breathing, gentle touch, and daily care, it begins to send a new message. I'm home. I'm safe. I can open. Imagine what happens when a woman feels that way, when her body isn't tense or performing but fully present. Intimacy becomes warmer. Touch becomes deeper. Desire becomes more alive. These 5 secrets, emotional connection through the vagus nerve, deep breathing to boost circulation, core strength to anchor confidence, hormonal balance through gut health, and emotional safety through softness aren't tricks. They are the biological foundation of human intimacy. You don't need expensive products, quick fixes, or complicated routines. You just need to listen to what the stomach is trying to say. Start small. Breathe into your stomach every morning. Drink warm water. Massage your abdomen gently. Stand tall. Eat slowly. Let your core be a place of safety, not stress. And as you do, you'll notice something quiet but profound. Your energy shifts. Your mood lifts. Your sense of connection deepens. Intimacy isn't built in a single moment. It's built in the quiet daily conversation between your body and your mind. And your stomach, this incredible, intelligent, sensitive center, is the heart of that conversation. Your stomach isn't weak. It's wise. It's not the problem. It's the key. When you honor it, you honor your whole being. And when your whole being feels safe, intimacy stops being something you have to force. It becomes something that flows. So tonight, or tomorrow morning, take a few quiet breaths. Place your hand on your stomach. Listen, feel, breathe. That simple act could be the beginning of a more open, connected, and intimate life. Because the truth is, your stomach doesn't just digest food, it digests emotion, it stores trust. And when it's soft, it whispers, "You're safe." And that's where intimacy begins.